Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to another Blender tutorial. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to make this ground object that is one fully procedural. This whole thing is made with geometry nodes and shader nodes. And two, this thing is tessellatable, which means that you can make it any size. You can have it repeat and extend in both X and Y. Before starting the tutorial, hit the subscribe button, press bell icon for all notification. And without wasting any time, start the tutorial. So I'm going to be using Blender version 4.0 beta. If you want to use 3.6 alpha or less, no, any issue, but Blender 2.8 or less are not have some node which we using in this tutorial. So what we do first, we need to add a plane and go to geometry node here and press new to add a new geometry. And now press numpad period for view the nodes. And now delete the group input and add a mesh circle and set the vertices to 8. And press Shift Alt to connect with group output. And add transform geometry at the center. And set the Z rotation to 21.6 and add grid node. And connect with output. And set the size 10 on XNY and vertices to 5 on the X and Y. And add instance on point node and connect transform geometry to instance. And now duplicate the grid node and transform node and add join geometry and connect them together. And set the translation value X to 1.25 and Y to -1.25. And now go down here on mesh circle and set radius to 0.9. And duplicate this two nodes and duplicate the join geometry and join them. And go to second mesh circle and set radius to 0.4 and vertices to 4. And set translation X value to -1.25 and Y value is -0.05. Set rotation Z value to 45. And now we have a pattern of our object. And now go here and search for extrude mesh and join here. And now go search for realize instance and search for random value and connect with the fest scale and set max value to 1.85 and set min value to 1.80 and add mesh boolean node and set this to intersect and connect this mesh to mesh and transform geometry to mesh. And now add extrude mesh node at here and go here and add subdivision surface node and set level to 4 and play with edge crease and add set shade smooth node here. And now we have this and go here and add join geometry at here and join with transform geometry and add merge by distance and add another transform geometry and set X value to -0.4.
And add set matrial node and select the matrial.
And go to shading. And now add geometry node. And connect with base color. And rename the color and go to 3D viewport and set this to render. And now add color ramp node. And now set this constant. And play with. And now add Voronoi texture and set this to Minkowski and set Sakali to 300 and set exponent to 2 and press Ctrl Shift. And add another color ramp. And play this. And now add mix color node and set this to multiply. And connect this with base color and press Ctrl Shift and add bump node. And connect with height and normal to normal. And now add duplicate the mix texture and set this to darken and set the color B to black. And now we have a stone texture. And now go to render view and add array modifier and set this count to 3 and add a camera and add a plane and color this with black and duplicatory modifier and set X value to 0 and set Y value to 1 and manage the scene about your project. I am using H drive. That link was available in description. Click the link and download the H drive. And set the camera location. To set the location quickly, press Ctrl Alt 0. And once you set the camera and render this image here and press render image and don't forget to subscribe and like this and see you in next tutorial. Goodbye.